Hello and welcome. If this is your first time with us, thank you for stopping by. You're listening to Choose to Endure, the show dedicated to the back of the pack runners, where we share stories, interviews, gear, and training tips specific to the tail-end heroes of the ultra universe. If you haven't had a moment to do so yet, please consider heading over to your favorite podcast app, hit follow, rate the show, and if you're on Apple, you have the opportunity to leave a short review there too. Those things are like gold dust and really appreciated. My name's Richard Gleave. I've been running ultras since 2017. I have taken on and finished numerous distances at this point, all the way up through 220 miles, and I am unashamedly a member of the back of the pack, just like many of you. Now, it's just me today here in the studio. So in this solo episode, I want to get into a topic that's been on my mind a bit as I work to elevate my own training, racing, and recovery. And I think it's one of the most important aspects of ultra running, and that is durability. It's something I've realized I haven't given the attention it deserves, and maybe you can relate. If you're curious or you're looking to enhance your own running, stay tuned here. We're going to get into how back-of-the-pack runners can build, maintain, and leverage durability, not just to survive ultra-distance events, but to actually thrive in them. We'll cover practical strategies tailored specifically to those of us who spend more time on our feet, focusing on training tips, recovery, and mindset approaches to help you become a more resilient and durable runner. We're going to get into what durability means, why it's so crucial for us, and most importantly, how you can start building it into your routine today.
Discover raw, inspiring stories from runners who've been right where you are. This is the Choose to Endure Ultra Running Podcast with your host.
He's English, not Australian.
Richard Gleave.
So what exactly is durability? Well, in ultra running, durability is the ability to withstand the physical and mental stresses of long-distance running over extended periods. Simply that. It's more than just toughness, though. Durability is about how well your body can handle repeated stress and recover quickly to keep going day after day. For back-of-the-pack runners who might be out there for like 20, 30, or even 40 hours, day after day, durability is the difference between a strong finish and a painful struggle to the end, which I'm sure we can all appreciate. It's about maintaining your performance level even as fatigue sets in, and it's pretty crucial for anyone looking to tackle a specific ultra-distance event. Now, durability matters for all runners, of course, but it's especially crucial for those of us here at the back of the pack. Why? Because we're out on the course longer than most other runners. That means more time on our feet, more exposure to the elements, and more chances for something to go wrong, whether that's a blister, muscle cramps, or just plain fatigue. Durability helps us manage all these factors. It's what allows us to keep moving forwards when others might drop out or hit a wall. It's about being able to push through the lows and stay strong through the highs, ensuring that we get to the finish of our race. So let's talk about how we can build durability. One of the most effective ways is through consistent progressive training. This means gradually increasing your mileage and your intensity over time, allowing your body to adapt and grow stronger without overwhelming it. For us at the back of the pack, this might mean focusing on longer, slower runs that build endurance without adding too much stress all at once. Think of it as building a house. You lay the foundation first, brick by brick, before you start adding on all the fun stuff that goes above, and finally the roof. Every run adds another brick to your foundation, making it stronger and more resilient. Consistency is also key here. It's better to run a moderate amount consistently than go all out one week and then have to take the next week off due to injury or burnout. Incorporate recovery runs into your routine too, and don't be afraid to take rest days when you need them. Remember that durability is built over time, it's not built overnight. Training specificity, if I can get that word right, is equally important for building durability too. This means training in a way that's going to prepare you for the specific challenges you'll face in the race that's coming up, so that you're more inclined to be able to withstand those things when they happen. For example, if you know your race will involve a lot of technical trails, it makes sense that you're out there practicing on similar terrain, right? If your race is known for unpredictable weather, very hot weather, get out there in those conditions and try them out, so that nothing on race day is going to take you by surprise. But it's not just about the physical terrain. You also need to practice, of course, with your gear, nutrition, and hydration strategies. Don't wait until race day to try out a new pair of shoes, which is something I think we're all aware of, or different kinds of energy gels. Use your long runs to dial in whatever works for you. This is going to help prevent surprises on race day and build your confidence, which is a big part of durability. Another aspect of specificity is pacing. So as back-of-the-pack runners, pacing's pretty critical. It's really easy to get caught up in the excitement at the start of a race, go out too fast, and then crash later. Practice pacing yourself in training so that you can maintain a steady effort throughout the race. Remember that durability isn't just about physical strength. It's also about mental discipline and sticking to your plan even when it's very tempting and easier to push harder. Cross-training is another essential component of building durability. Activities like cycling, swimming, or in particular strength training, which is where I'm at right now, can help you build endurance and strength without the repetitive impact that running is going to put on your body. So for back-of-the-pack runners who might be more prone to overuse injuries, again, this is another one for me, really because we spend a lot more time on our feet, cross-training is one way that we can stay active and build fitness while we give our running muscles a break. I really like the strength training. I think that's particularly important. While it might not seem as directly related to running as logging miles, a strong core and lower body are really going to be essential for maintaining good form and preventing injuries during those longer runs. Exercises like squats, lunges, and planks can help you build the functional strength needed to support your running long term. And don't forget about flexibility and mobility work either. Trying to incorporate yoga or stretching into your routine can help improve your range of motion and reduce stiffness, which is crucial for maintaining durability over long distances. We're going to have a great episode actually on movement and mobility coming up so that we can get some help with this. Recovery is often where the magic happens, though. No matter how hard you train, if you're not giving your body the time it needs to repair and rebuild, you're not going to see the benefits. And so for back-of-the-pack runners, recovery, I think, is even more critical because our training cycles tend to be longer and more intense. From a recovery perspective, sleep might be arguably the most important aspect. Aim for 7 hours a night and more if you're in a heavy training cycle. Sleep is really when your body repairs the micro tears in your muscles and in the mind, which is essential again for durability. Without enough sleep, your body isn't going to be able to fully recover, and you'll start your next run or race at a disadvantage. This is why we talked with author and sleep coach Amanda Choco in episode 8 of season 2 on the show to find out from her how we can improve our ability to sleep and recover properly. So if you're interested in a whole episode on sleep, I definitely suggest checking that one out. We also recently chatted with Gabby Villa on the show from Intense Eat Fit. That's episode 12 of season 2 because nutrition is another pillar of training, racing, and recovery. She suggested we make sure to eat enough to fuel our runs and make our recovery count. A balanced diet with plenty of protein, healthy fats, and carbs is going to help your body repair and rebuild. And don't forget hydration either. Staying well hydrated is crucial, as you'll know, during runs. But have you considered before run and especially after long runs as well? proper hydration after runs is going to help flush out toxins and reduce muscle soreness so that you're ready to go next go around. And then finally, let's talk about some active recovery too. This includes things like foam rolling, stretching, and light yoga. These are all activities that are going to keep your muscles loose and flexible, reducing the risk of injury, and help you to flush out that lactic acid that can build up during those hard workouts. Active recovery isn't about pushing yourself. It's really about giving your body the gentle movement it needs to heal. Motion is lotion, or so the saying goes, right? Now, the interesting thing about durability is that it isn't just physical. I think it's mental too. The right mindset is crucial for maintaining your resilience over the long haul. For back-of-the-pack runners, this often means embracing the grind, staying positive, and being mentally tough, even when the going gets tough. One of the most powerful tools you have is your own self-talk. What you say to yourself during a race can make a huge difference in how you feel and how you perform. Instead of focusing on how much farther you've got to go, break the race down into smaller, more manageable sections. Celebrate each milestone, whether it's reaching the next aid station or basically just making it through another mile. Those small victories can give you the boost you need to keep going. We talked about a lot of this with Shannon Mick, who joined us on the show in Season 1, Episode 22. She walked us all the way through mindset and mental well-being so that we can transform our ultra running. Definitely another one I would suggest going and listening to if you're interested in the mindset aspect of durability. Visualization is another thing that Shannon talked about and another really effective strategy. Before your race, take some time to mentally walk through the course. Imagine yourself tackling the tough sections with strength and crossing the finish line feeling proud, feeling accomplished. This kind of mental rehearsal can help you stay calm and focused during the race when interesting challenges come up. Lastly, and I've posted about this on the Choose to Endure Instagram feed too, but try to cultivate a mindset of gratitude. Remember why you're out there in the first place, because you love the challenge, you love the community, and the sense of accomplishment that comes from pushing your limits. When you're grateful for the opportunity to run and for the opportunity to be out there and be able to move, it's easier to stay positive and resilient, even though the race is going to get tough. So to wrap things up, here are 8 practical tips specifically for back-of-the-pack runners to help build durability and to keep focused on throughout your running. Number 1, start slow, finish strong. Pacing is key. It's better to start conservatively and finish strong than it is to burn out early. Remember that the race is long and your energy is finite, so focus on maintaining a steady, comfortable pace early on and save your energy for the later stages when the going gets tough. Number 2, consistency over perfection. Don't stress if every run isn't perfect. It's all right. What matters most is consistency, getting out there regularly and building your base. Every run, no matter how small, contributes to your overall durability. And over time, those small efforts are going to add up to big gains. Number 3, listen to your body. Pay close attention to how your body feels during training and races. Durability isn't about pushing through pain. It's a bit of a misunderstanding. It's about understanding the difference between discomfort, which is a normal part of endurance training, and pain, which is a signal that something might be wrong. If you feel something isn't right, don't hesitate to take a step back, adjust your training, and definitely, if needed, seek professional advice. Number 4 of 8, fuel and hydrate consistently. During your runs, make sure you're eating and drinking regularly, right? Something we hear a lot, but a lot of people still don't do it. This is especially important for us as back-of-the-pack runners because we're just out on the course longer. Practice your race day nutrition and training so that you know what works for you. Remember, the best way to prevent hitting the wall is to stay ahead of your energy and hydration needs. Number 5, focus on that mental resilience we talked about. Your mind plays a huge role in your ability to endure. Develop strategies to keep your thoughts positive even when things get tough. Whether it's through a mantra, visualization, or simply breaking the race into smaller, manageable segments, having a mental toolkit ready can help you push through the lows and stay focused on the finish line. Number 6, practice active recovery, something we don't always do. Don't underestimate the importance of recovery days. Incorporate activities like yoga, stretching, and even light walks into your routine. That can really help your muscles recover while still staying active. Those recovery activities can improve your flexibility and mobility, and those in turn are crucial for long-term durability. Number 7, adapt to changing conditions. Ultra running, as we know, often means dealing with unexpected changes like weather shifts or unfamiliar terrain. Use your training to practice adapting to these variables, train in different weather conditions, train on a variety of surfaces, and that way you're ready for anything on race day. And number 8, embrace the journey. Remember that ultra running is as much about the journey as it is about the destination, especially for us towards the rear. Each race, each run is a step on your path to becoming a more durable, resilient runner. Enjoy the process, celebrate your progress, and don't forget to appreciate that incredible journey that you're on. Durability isn't built overnight. It's a journey, much like the ultras we run. It's about being patient with your progress, consistent in your efforts, and smart about your recovery. As back-of-the-pack runners, we've got a pretty unique perspective on what it means to endure, and by focusing on building our durability, we can ensure that we don't just survive our races, we thrive in them. Thanks for joining me on Choose to Endure today. If this episode resonated with you, be sure to subscribe and share it with your running community. It would be super appreciated. Doing either of those things really helps promote the podcast, which in turn gets the word out and increases the chances of other runners finding the information that we have to provide and to help. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and over at choosetoendure.com. So be sure to head over to any of those spots and check us out, send a message, say hello, or suggest a topic if you have a moment. I love getting all those interactions. Remember, no matter how difficult, every step forward is a victory in of itself. So until next time, run long, run strong, and that will help you build durability and keep choosing to endure.